fresh start, a chance to reinvent herself. For Chloe, it was all of that and more. She was finally escaping her small town and heading to the big city for university. The only problem? Finding affordable housing. Okay, Willow Creek Apartments. Not exactly the Ritz, but it's close to campus and, well, it's mine. The rent was suspiciously low, but Chloe shrugged it off. It was an old building, after all. Little did she know the bargain price came with a terrifying cost. The first few days were uneventful. Chloe threw herself into her studies, eager to make a good impression. She'd call her mom, telling her everything was fine, that the apartment was cozy. She even made a new friend, Anna, from her English class. But as the weeks went by, the apartment started to feel different. The noises became more frequent, louder, more deliberate. It started with whispers, just barely audible, like someone was trying to communicate from behind the walls. Chloe dismissed it as the old building settling, but then came the dreams, disturbing, fragmented images. A shadowy figure in the hallway, a woman's face, twisted in fear, hands reaching out from beneath the floorboards. She'd wake up in a cold sweat, gasping for air, telling herself it was just a dream. But the feeling of being watched never went away. Shadows danced in the corners of her eyes. The temperature in the apartment would fluctuate wildly, even with the heat on full blast. One evening, while she was studying, a book flew off the shelf behind her. That was the last straw. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Determined to find answers, Chloe did some digging online. What she discovered chilled her to the bone. The apartment building had a dark history. A woman named Elizabeth had vanished without a trace from the very same building many years before. The article was old, but the details were terrifying. Some people whispered she was murdered right there in her own home. Okay, this is getting creepier by the minute. That night, the sounds were worse than ever. A rhythmic thumping coming from the wall behind her bed. Driven by a morbid curiosity she couldn't explain, Chloe pushed her bed away from the wall and saw it, a loose panel, barely visible against the peeling wallpaper. Her heart pounded in her chest as she pried it open. Behind it was a small, dark space. Inside, she found a faded photograph of a woman, a small, worn doll, and a diary. Oh my God! Her hands trembled as she opened the diary. The handwriting was frantic, erratic. She read the words aloud. They're watching me. I can hear them in the walls. They won't let me leave. Elizabeth. 1953. As Chloe read those chilling words, the apartment seemed to come alive. The lights flickered violently. The shadows twisted and writhed on the walls. The air grew heavy with an unbearable sense of dread. And the whispers, they were no longer whispers. They coalesced into a single, clear voice, a voice that said, "Leave." Chloe spun around. In the hallway stood a shadowy figure. It was vaguely human-shaped, but distorted. Malevolent. "No," she whispered, stumbling backward, knocking over furniture. She had to get out, but the apartment wouldn't let her. The front door slammed shut. The windows wouldn't budge. She was trapped, cornered in her own bedroom. The figure loomed over her, its hand reaching out. Chloe was never seen again. The apartment on Willow Creek remains vacant too. This day, locals whisper that it's cursed, that the spirit of Elizabeth is still trapped within its walls, waiting for her next victim. So, if you're ever looking for an affordable apartment near campus, maybe think twice before choosing Willow Creek. Some deals are just too good to be true. Thanks for watching. If you want to hear more true horror stories like this one, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.